Donald Trump exited a radio station on Michigan Avenue fresh from an interview about his new political ventures. Feeling a bit hungry, he suggested stopping by McDonald's. His security detail, ever alert, nodded in agreement. Soon, their vehicle arrived at the branch on 36 West Randolph Street. As Trump stepped out of the car, his attention was drawn to a woman exiting a similar vehicle nearby. She wore a simple but clean black hoodie, and there was a slight look of worrying on her face. Her eyes locked on Trump. Hesitantly, she called out, "Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump." Trump's security team immediately went on high alert, but he raised a hand to signal them to stay calm. With curiosity piqued, he turned to the woman. Her voice was steady but carried a sense of urgency. "Mr. Trump, may I have a moment of your time?" Trump approached her cautiously, but with interest. "Sure, how can I help you?" he asked. The woman extended her hand and introduced herself. "My name is Emily Carter. I'm a single mother of two and an aspiring entrepreneur. I've always wanted to thank you. Your journey in business has been a huge inspiration to me." Trump paused for a moment, caught off guard by her candidness. An entrepreneurial mother. "What kind of business are you in?" he asked. Emily lowered her head slightly, collecting herself before answering. "I'm actually trying to start a business," she said. "But the challenges I've faced over the past few years have held me back. Still, I'm determined to do it for my kids." Trump saw the determination in her eyes. He wanted to know more. "What kind of business are you planning, Emily?" Her voice trembled slightly, but remained firm. "A catering business that provides healthy, affordable meals. I came up with the idea based on my kids' nutritional needs, but without the capital and support, I haven't been able to move forward." Trump nodded thoughtfully. Emily's story was a reflection of the struggles many people faced. Her resilience struck a chord with him. The moment of support. After listening to Emily's story, Trump walked back to his SUV and quietly spoke to an aide. A few moments later, the aide returned with a small bag. Trump turned back to Emily and said, "Emily, your determination is inspiring. I want to show my faith in your vision," he said, handing her the bag. Inside the bag was a check for $50,000. Emily's eyes welled up with tears as she held it. "Mr. Trump, this is real?" she asked in disbelief. Trump smiled gently. "This is just the start, but it won't end here. I plan to do more to help you," he said. As they spoke, a small crowd began to gather around them. Some recognized Trump, while others were simply curious about what was happening. Trump addressed the onlookers, explaining Emily's aspirations and how she represented the entrepreneurial spirit that built the country. Before leaving, Trump turned to Emily one last time. "Remember, this is only the beginning. With hard work and focus, you'll turn this idea into something great." Taking the first steps, Emily wasted no time putting the money to good use. She rented a small kitchen space, purchased basic equipment, and partnered with local suppliers. She officially launched her business, Healthy Bites. At first, she catered to local events and took small orders. Trump kept track of her progress and even shared her story on his social media platforms, bringing her business much-needed attention. The exposure quickly brought customers flocking to Emily's business. People were drawn to her healthy, affordable meal options. Soon, local media began to take notice, national attention. One morning, Emily received a phone call that changed everything. It was from the producer of a national cooking show. They had heard about her story and wanted to invite her as a guest. Overwhelmed but excited, Emily accepted the invitation. On the show, Emily shared her encounter with Trump and the story of how Healthy Bites came to be. The audience was moved by her journey, and her business gained even more traction. During the program, Trump sent a message reiterating his support and highlighting the importance of encouraging entrepreneurs like Emily. Facing challenges, as Emily's success grew, so did the challenges. Some critics accused her of relying solely on Trump's support, undermining her hard work and determination. Others questioned Trump's intentions, claiming his actions were politically motivated. Emily addressed the criticism in an interview. "I can't control what people say. What I can control is how hard I work and how committed I am to my mission." "This isn't just about me, it's about my kids and everyone who believes in chasing their dreams," she said. Despite the negativity, Emily pressed forward. She expanded Healthy Bites to 3 cities and hired more employees, many of whom were single parents like her. Trump's continued involvement. Trump continued to follow Emily's journey closely. On the 1-year anniversary of their meeting, he invited her to a business summit in Washington, D.C. Emily was asked to speak about her journey and the importance of supporting small businesses. Standing on stage, Emily shared her story with a packed audience. "I started with a dream, but it wasn't until someone believed in me that I found the courage to take the first step. We all need that chance, that opportunity to prove ourselves," she said. Trump, seated in the front row, nodded in approval. After the event, he congratulated Emily and announced a new initiative to provide grants for small business owners, inspired by her story. Leaving a legacy, over the next few years, Healthy Bites became a national brand. Emily used her success to mentor other aspiring entrepreneurs, particularly single mothers. She started a scholarship fund and frequently spoke at events to inspire others. Trump remained a supporter and often referenced Emily's story as an example of what could happen when people were given a chance to succeed, a lasting impact. Emily's journey didn't just change her life, it inspired countless others. Her children, now older, often spoke proudly of their mother's accomplishments. "She showed us that with determination and a little support, anything is possible," her eldest said during a television interview. Looking back, Emily often thought about that day at McDonald's when she took a chance and approached Trump. It was a moment that changed everything. Thank you for watching this inspiring story. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories.